What's up, guys? It's Roger from OneBroGaming with a new NBA2K18 Los Angeles Lakers MyGM series episode. This is episode number 12, and I've kind of grown accustomed to recording 2 episodes back to back, just so that I always have something to edit, so I can go ahead and work on the video for the next day already. So here we are. On the last episode, I talked about not trading for Derrick Rose. I talked about bringing Thomas Bryant back up from the G League. We talked about the move that's supposed to be happening for the Los Angeles Lakers, that being the move to Seattle. So apparently it's in the works. Jordan Clarkson was injured, now he's back, so we're all Gucci. Keep that going fine. And I think we talked about another thing. I'm not entirely sure what it was about. I think it was mainly just that my owner wanted me to lie to the press about the whole situation of the move. And now we have a phone call for Brian Shaw. Not entirely sure what this could be about. He says, "What's up? We got a problem." Mr. Sanderson was in the locker room after practice, and he was what? In the locker room talking about that new analytics guy. What's his name? Steven, right. Well, like I said, they were talking pretty loud about what? Trades, I think. My owner's talking about trades in the locker room where my players are? Trades, are you serious? I mean, I couldn't hear everything, but they kept bringing up Derrick Rose, and it sounded like they really liked them an awful lot. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, you're breaking up, Rogelio. What? Were you the only one who heard? Nope, players too. Like, Luke's gotta clean up Bob's mess, and he's not actually thrilled about it. Understandable. Think you could talk to Bob for us, Rogelio? Definitely gonna have to talk to Bob, because this is not acceptable. He's talking about trading for Derrick Rose in front of his players. Like, that means anybody's at risk to get him, to get traded for him, which I definitely do not like. I hope it takes me to Bob's office right away. Okay, Andrew's in my office for some reason. Just wanted to stop by, let you know that the deadline for making trades is approaching. You might want to go ahead and take care of any trades right now. I'm just going to go ahead and continue the simulation. Whenever it comes, I will get to it. I don't even know. I think the trade deadline's on February 8th, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not trading KCP for Johnson. Decline. And Joe Johnson wants playing time. I'm ignoring that. Like I said, I'm not talking to Joe Johnson about this. Tyler Ennis. Rogelio, you got a minute? Absolutely. What's on your mind? Miss Shannon was in the locker room the other day after practice, and yeah, I heard about that. I gotta be straight up with you, Rogelio. What's up? Point blank, I gotta know, are you guys trying to trade me the way Miss Sanderson and the other guy were talking? I'm gonna say you're not being traded, because I'm not gonna plan on trading for Derrick Rose. First of all, I want to apologize for Bob's behavior. It shouldn't have happened, full stop. It was wrong, and it was inappropriate, and it won't happen again. I can promise you that. That's cool, I guess, but it doesn't exactly make me feel any better. Look, if I were you, I'd be pretty ticked off too. I get it. It's not right, Rogelio. Which is why I marched right over there to his office as soon as I heard and gave him a piece of my mind. He may be new to the business, but there's no excuse for that kind of behavior. Oh yeah, and how'd that go? Let me put it this way: he understands the error in his ways, and he won't be seeing him in the locker room anymore. That's cool and everything, but I still don't know where I stand with you. Locker room etiquette, that's whatever. But all this talk about Derrick Rose, if you pick him up, where does that leave me? You're not getting traded 100%. You're a big part of this club's future, and that's not going to change. I hear you saying that, but what was Bob going on about then? I know how it looks, but I promise this isn't anything more than Bob's a little overzealous. Let me put it to you this way. Bob, as the owner, he gets a responsibility to monitor the entire organization from top to bottom. Scouting, player development, medical staff, the whole thing. He doesn't know what's going on. He can't tell if everyone's doing their job the way they should be. That's not to say he should micromanage. He should, but he should know what's going on. So as he oversees these departments, he spends a little more time on the fun stuff. That's only human, right? Who cares about marketing, you know? I'm with you on that. So he wants to hear about the players, the trends, and all the stuff the fans want to hear about. Unlike some of these other owners, Bob's actually a fan, so he likes talking to the scouts. He likes talking to the analytics guys. It makes him feel like a real insider, like he's got some top secret intel. What you saw, well, that was Bob getting a little too worked up over a report one of our analytics guys gave him. That's all it was, and there wasn't some special report on people who can take your job. We can make these reports for anyone in the league. It's just part of our due diligence as a professional basketball team. That's it. That's the truth, if you say so. Bob doesn't tell me who to trade for. He knows his job is, and he trusts me to do mine. He might talk to me about different guys from time to time. He might get worked up about this or that guy, but at the end of the day, it's all talk. He doesn't make those decisions. If he did, I'd quit. I don't run my team that way. So when I tell you you're safe, I'm telling you as a man in charge of this team. If I say you're safe, you're safe. That's all there is to it. If you're saying I'm safe here, I guess I gotta believe you. I don't really have much choice, do I? I promise you, got nothing to worry about. I'm not trading you. You swear? I swear. You've got my word. And again, I'm really sorry this happened. Alright, man, if you say so. Glad we clear this up. Now get yourself a steak or something, relax a little bit, watch some Netflix. Alright, so Tyler Ennis is scared about getting traded. I do not want Thompson or Jefferson for Brook Lopez. Terrible trade. So, like I said, I'm not trading for Derrick Rose, so there's not really anything to worry about. Phone call with Bob. I'm tired of Bob calling me all the time. Rogelio, what's up? Gotta talk to you about a fairly delicate situation we've got brewing here. This whole thing with Tyler, the whole thing with Tyler. You really don't know what I'm talking about. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Tyler heard you talking about Derrick Rose in the locker room. Oh, well, Steven is showing me. He asked me point blank if we're going to trade him. And what'd you tell him? What do you think I told him? I told him what he needed to hear. So what's the problem? I'm not trying to speak out of turn here, Bob, but thing is, you can't do it. I know you're new to the business, and I don't think your intentions were malicious. Did I say that right? Malicious? I think it's malicious. But it's a bad look. It's sloppy. Rogelio, look. Let me finish, okay? All right, let me finish. So not only do we have Tyler freaking out about a trade, but now we've got this toxic cloud hanging over the team. People are wondering what you're all about. They're wondering if we know what's going on, what you're doing. You got to remember, you're an unknown entity. You don't have a track record. Something like this, small as it may seem to you, can create a distraction. It creates uncertainty, and like it or not, sorry. That kind of thing is reflected in on-court performances. You want to win, don't you? Of course I do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This isn't about giving you a hard time. This is about running a basketball team the right way. The way you hired me, Bob. That's why you hired me, because I know what I'm doing. At the end of the day, what you do is just not a good look. You got to cut it out. Are you done? Can I talk now? I've said my place. So I'm kind of just bashing on him about all these things. He's saying that he messed up. It's a new place for him. Steven brought him the report, and he felt like, I don't know, he brought me a treasure map, yada yada yada. I really don't want to hear this from Bob. He's pretty much trying to like explain himself, but I don't care about any of this. I'm gonna skip through this. Too much dialogue. So now he's talking about almond croissants. I'm good. Thanks, Bob. So here we go. That's all that's happened so far. Updated scouting reports. Like I said, I'm not going to be looking at these, so let's go ahead and just select shooting guards again. Best available. Okay, so trade deadline is coming up. I do know who I want to actually go ahead and trade for, and that's actually just going to be for picks. So let's go ahead and see KCP. What potential picks can we get through him? Actually, let's not do it this way. Let's go ahead and do the standings conference. In ours, we are last place, and the Kings and Mavericks are right there with us. On the East, it's the Hawks and Bucks. So let's go ahead and trade finder picks. Where are the Hawks? Can the Hawks trade a first round pick? Yes, they can. They want Ingram. Ridiculous. Who was the other team? I think Dallas was one of them. First round pick. Brook Lopez for Wesley Matthews. Interesting trade. I might have to actually go ahead and do this one, guys, just to get that pick. We need it. The other one was Hawks, Bucks. Bucks, where are you at? First round pick, unprotected. They don't want to offer me anything. And I forgot who the other team was. Standings, conference. It was the Kings. I don't think the Kings can trade their pick. So let's go ahead and try to do the Hawks, I guess. So coaching, training, front office, trade finder. Kings, I don't think they can trade their pick this year. Yep, they can't. Alright, so our options are the Hawks. Why does this not work out for me? Oh my god. Alright, what was the Dallas trade? Frustrating. Trade finder. Dallas. Oh, I honestly think I'm gonna have to go ahead and do this trade. What was it? We still have to get Wesley Matthews. I don't want to get all these other guys and then lose some other picks. What was the original trade? What if I give them the 20 with a top 3 protected? Is that still cool? And I'll give you a second round pick. They want 2 extra second round picks. No, I'll give you 2 picks like that. There we go. All right. Sorry guys, Brook Lopez is gone. I already told y'all I need picks. I got rid of him. I'm not gonna re-sign him. He's like $30 million. So we lost 2 second rounders, a first round pick, but it's top 3 protected. So if worst case they play terrible, we get that pick back. And worst place we play terrible. Yeah, whatever. You guys understand the protections. All right, so now we've got a pick. Unfortunately, we had to pick up Wesley Matthews. I'm actually not gonna play Matthews. I'm gonna leave him on here so he doesn't accept his contract because I don't want to have him come back. So Brook Lopez is gone, and honestly, I'm not even done with trades. I still need to trade KCP. These guys right here. All right, guys. So finally, a trade has gone down. I'm definitely gonna do another trade in the future regarding KCP. I think the trade deadline's about here, February 8th. So in the next episode, because it's already gone pretty far, I need to go ahead and trade him away before he becomes useless to the squad, before he's not an asset anymore. And I don't want to just let him walk and we get nothing. So the Bulls want to trade us to top 3. No, I need it not to be top 3 protected. Back in my office. Please don't be an injury. 2 days away from the trade deadline. You'd be a fool if you didn't do anything to land a top 3 pick in this year's draft. Thanks for being respectful. He's pretty much telling me to get a first round pick. I'm trying. I'm really gonna try really hard to get a first round pick. Now he's talking about all the guys. The 3 guys, Baldwin, I think it's Jackson, and Mirko. So let's go ahead and skip through this. 6'10". Now he's talking about Freddie Staples, not Jackson, Freddie Staples. He's like a John Wall, Damian Lillard type. He's supposed to be Westbrook 2.0, so that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Mirko's the big man. He can shoot the 3 ball. We guys already know about these 3 guys, and we don't have to listen to them about. We don't have to listen about them one more time. I really love making this series a lot about the cutscenes and stuff like that, so I don't mind talking about it. But I mean, we already discussed this. I don't want to have to bring it up in another episode, so I'm gonna skip through this. Pretty much talking about how we get these guys, we'll be champions, things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue this. So we have 2 days left. Thabo Stefalosha, ignore him. Patrick Beverly, decline trade. Okay, so now we're at the trade deadline. We didn't get Derrick Rose. And I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and try to trade for him, because where is it? I thought he was still on the Bulls for some reason. Because we just don't really have any options. Trade finder, Cavs, Derrick Rose, trade. Yep, still no options, so I'm not going to go ahead and do the trade. Trade deadline is tomorrow. I'm going to end the video here just due to the fact that I've got to mess with some trades to try to get KCP out of here. Try to get another first round pick right before the end of the season. and see how we do. Hopefully it works out for us. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.